What's up guys, we're gonna Bro Beast, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to program guitar melodies. If you guys haven't subbed already or turn postings on, make sure you do so because it does help a lot. Let's hop right into it. So this is gonna be slightly different because we're gonna be watching something and I'm gonna be walking you through how to mimic that on MIDI or within this plugin. So you don't need this plugin, but it's gonna help to kind of explain what I want to get to at the end, right? And I'll show you, if you don't have this or whatever, I'll show you how to do it without the help of plugins or whatever. So the first thing you need to note, like this is the most important part, is the BPM. So in this plugin, by default, the BPM is always super low. So it's like something like 56 for example right here. So you need to mimic that in your piano roll, right? Because a lot of times people, they start with like 160 and they try to make a guitar melody and it's way too fast. So first you want to start really slow. So that's like the first step. So now we're just going to watch the video and I'm going to just show you how to pick out the little details so that you can mimic a real player in your MIDI. All right, so now I'm gonna just walk you through this video and I have timestamps, so I'm gonna try to make this fast. But what we're gonna do is watch how he's playing it and everything and try to mimic what he's doing, right? And then through this, we're gonna unlock little secrets about how these melodies are supposed to be played so that we can fix our melodies to sound just as good. So here's the first timestamp where we're gonna see what chords he's using. So I have it slowed, or it should be slowed down.
B section has different chord progression. You got C.
All right, so what we need to do now is look at his hands. All right, and I might fast forward depending on how long this takes. But basically, we gotta look at where his fingers are pressing down. Okay, and if I go to, let me see. Let's go to 45. Now I believe
index, middle, ring, thumb, index, middle, ring.
All right, now and he's explaining how to play it, right?
Index, thumb, index, middle, ring.
So bass is going from this all the way down, right? So now we know how to play it. So let's go back and where is it at?
C.
So it's a C major, I believe. Right, so now we know what notes. So let me see. All right, so you gotta look at his fingers where he's playing it, right? So he's starting right here at this string, right? And then we can count from this string down, 1, 2, 3. So what we can do is go back here and we can say, okay, so this one is pretty much the same as, go back, this string up here. And then it goes down. Now it's a little weird, but if you play guitar or you like practice it, you'll be looking down upon it. So this is a better representation. So let's go to the second one and let's go to the third, right? So you can click and hold 1, 2, 3. So we're at C. Okay, so I'm gonna probably just do one of these fully and then fast forward through the rest because it's just taking a while. Let's go back and let's look at the rest, right? So he's gonna hit this note, this string, and then this one, right? So this is the fourth one. So we can go count up 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I believe this one he is pressing down, right? So we can count down from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So same thing here. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then that open string. And an open string just means you're not pressing anything down, right? Okay, we could do the same thing here. Right, you can see we mimicked what he's doing, right? And we have tools here to further do it, but as far as the notes, we've done it, right? And we could probably just do one more.
D.
Right, and what you want to do with this stuff is look at which chord, which string is vibrating so you can kind of pick out which string, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and do the rest of these and then we'll come back and I'll show you like the difference between a melody you probably make now and what it's supposed to look like, right? All right, so I just finished it out and I'll just show you what it sounds like. Okay, so to mimic this, right? Now, most people, what they would do would be like, okay, C major, because it's C major, D major, then E minor, right? They would go, oh, C major. So you just come up here and just grab one of these, right? And then they just do this. Okay, or flip it, which is fine, right? But it's not what it's supposed to sound like or look like, right? Because if I drag this in, right, and this is where like the little hidden secrets of this stuff is right. Now let's delete this because this is just effects, but you can see how different it looks compared to your traditional melody, right? So usually if we come in here and I'm just throw some stuff down, it's not really trying to be specific. All right, you probably when you make a melody, you probably have those bass notes, right? And there's nothing wrong with this. I'm just saying, trying to open your eyes to see what these melodies are actually supposed to be looking like, right? Probably make a melody like this. I'm gonna just throw some stuff around, right? Probably looks something like this, okay? Which is fine, but you know, it's mimicking a guitar, right? Or an instrument. That's not what it's supposed to look like. That looks completely different from this. This looks like way less than what we just had over here, right? But this sounds way better, okay? So I'm gonna show you actually how to get this without this plugin. The reason I want to show you the plugin is because it's gonna be easier to do it in the plugin, and the plugin has everything I need to kind of explain what I want to explain, right? Keep in mind that BPM too, right? That BPM, I'm gonna turn that BPM down because if it's too fast, it's gonna be hard to kind of place these notes. So over here, what I would do usually, let me see, just highlight these and I'll just pull these over so they kind of spill. Right, sounds a lot more convincing and we didn't really do anything. So now you're probably like, okay, so how do I do this myself, right? Without this plugin? Well, let's go over here and let me zoom in, make sure you can see the notes. So we could just start, since we're in the E, we can start on the E and we could do something like this, right? And this is gonna mimic the same melody we have. So the simple way, we could just take these two notes, copy them and pull them up. Okay. And we just delete one of these. Now, what you want to do is take your first note of your chord or whatever, and pull it down one. And hold up, make sure you can see. So now you just move them over, right? And that's how you mimic it. All right, and we could do it with something like this, right? Pull that lowest note down and pull these two highest notes. And let me redo that, right? So we have our chord here. So what you want to do is leave this note alone, but the top two, move them up an octave and move the lowest one down an octave. And then just pull them over. Okay. Not the best chord. I probably should have went with a minor or something. Let's redo that because I didn't like that one. Pull this down. Wait. Make sure we can see it. All right, sounds a lot better, right? So this is how you can mimic a real guitar now, right? It just sounds just as good, right? And you can go in, if you have a plugin like this, you can go in and they have like little effects, and let me go to it. What is called key switches, where you can make it sound convincing, right? And they have everything that you'll need, right? So that's all I really want to show you. So now we can just finish this melody out, or just turn it into a beat pretty much, all right? All right, so I just want to make a quick outro beat. I'm gonna just put a bass and just a few drums. But what I did here was just bleed the melody so they spill over one another. All right, very simple. I could go in and program it a little bit more and add effects so it can sound a little bit more realistic, but I think this is fine. The BPM, don't worry too much about that because you can always change it. Okay, and I'll probably change that later anyway. And one hack is you can look up chords, guitar tabs, anything like that, and just find some chords you like, and then you can apply the method I just showed you to those chord progressions to make it sound like a real guitar melody. All right. So I'm just grabbing the bass real quick, and I don't want to do anything crazy. I just want to just follow this melody. Probably pull this one up. Okay, so probably add a, let me see. I'm just adding this clap. I really think that's it. Like, I don't really need, this is just an outro beat. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just want to grab in the MIDI or something. Probably cut it in half. Control K. If you want to put your kicks on one line, press Control K and it should fix it. All right. Amp this up a bit. All right, I think that's good enough for an outro. Now I want to add this little counter melody. So for this, right, say you do this, right, you don't have scales, you don't have no help, nothing. What you can do is use your notes in the background, or if you don't have ghost notes, you can just look at the notes you already have. So for example, you can just use the B to start. And for this one, I don't think we need, oh, that's extra loud. We don't need to do anything crazy, just kind of go with the flow. And I'm really tempted to make something interesting here, but I'm gonna just keep it simple. All right, I think that sounds pretty good, but that's it. That's how you make or program realistic guitar melodies. Again, I will leave links in the description for everything in the video. That's gonna be it for this video. Make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.